Welcome to Park TV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are broadcasting boys varsity basketball from the home of Benilde St. Margaret's. The Red Knights are taking on the visiting Wildcats of Waconia. This is conference game number 1 for both teams. Coming into tonight, Waconia has a 6-3 non-conference record. Benilde St. Margaret's only 1 game back at 5-4. Your starting lineups for tonight are as follows. For Benilde, Gabe Alata, forward. Joe Dunn, forward. Riley Miller, guard. Liam Ford, forward. And Nick Peterson, guard. Taking the tap for Benilde is Joe Dunn, and Waconia controls it as it goes to number 10, Ryan Beam, who's starting for Waconia. Rounding out the starting lineup for them is Charlie Gov, number 5, and that guy right there, number 3, PJ Hayes. Gov with it. We'll get the rest of the starting lineup in just a second, and that is a turnover. Ball is dribbled off by Charlie Gov off his own thigh. So turnover number 1, 0-0. First 20 seconds of the matchup. Benilde now in the front court, there in red, going from left to right. On the far side, that's number 33, Nick Peterson. Peterson with the ball. Waconia in the man-to-man defense to start the matchup. Number 23, Joe Dunn, cross court to 33, Peterson. Gives it up. Now it's with number 30, Riley Miller. Miller to Dunn. On the far side, that's 32. That is Liam Ford. Down low to number 23, Dunn. Dunn working, takes the shot, and they call it jump ball. Nice defense there by number 33 for the Wildcats. Ben Hester of Waconia, the 6'6" senior. He's a tall guy. Side out though to Benilde. They had the possession arrow. And outside to Peterson, and the lefty, Nick Peterson, draws first blood for the Red Knights. 3-0 early on. What a nice looking shot that was, Nick. All right, now in the front court, point guard for the Wildcats, Charlie Gov starting it out. Now on the far right side, that's Nick Fulford, number 23, one of the starters. Number 10 has it there, Ryan Beam. Far side shot, 3-point attempt by PJ Hayes off the mark. Across the timeline for the Red Knights, it's Gabe Alata. Prolific wide receiver for their football team as well, starting tonight, also on basketball. That's number 30, Riley Miller, drives the lane, takes the shot, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2 with a 3-0 lead, 16-17 to go here, first half. First Metro West Conference game for both these teams. Fairly evenly matched. So at the line, number 30, Riley Miller, captain. He's a senior, 6'2" guard. Makes the first one, averaging 15.2 points a game. And nice looking shot there by Riley Miller. So the Wildcats down 5-0. Need to get on the board here soon. That's Gov, G-O-V-E. Gov with it on the left side. He drives the lane, pulls up, kicks it out to the right side. In the corner now, shot by number 3, PJ Hayes, again off the mark. That's the second miss from that corner. And the Wildcats are still scoreless, 5-0, just under 16 minutes to go, first half. Okay, that's Riley Miller tapping his head, must signify some sort of play. See if we can figure out what that might be. Alata now. Riley Miller pulls up, shoots, in and out. Rebound Gov. He brings it into the front court very quickly. Over to the left side, now at the top of the key, back to Gov. Nice ball movement there by the Wildcats. Good defense by the Red Knights though. Down on the left side, that's number 23. That is Nick Fulford, and another shot by the, nice. Tap in rebound there by Nick Fulford on the offensive glass. Wildcats on the board now, down 5-2. Man-to-man defense, right side, 23 is Dunn, of course. Dunn still holding the ball. Alata. Peterson, back to Alata. That's Riley Miller. Peterson drives the lane, gives it up, and on the layup attempt down the lane, number 23, Joe Dunn, gets fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot two with 14:44 to go. Hard to get a sense of how this game is going to go. Their records are very similar. 6-3 Waconia, 5-4 Benilde. Good crowd on hand here for their home conference opener. And he misses both attempts. So still 5-2, Wildcats in the front court now. Top of the key, that's number 4, Sam Nelson, 6'3" junior guard. Now Gov. To the right side, drives, gives it up to number 33. That's Hester. His shot goes in. The 6'6" senior gets it to fall. And now it's 5-4. Red Knights. A lot on the far wing, left side. Back around to Riley Miller. Dunn to Miller. Miller drives on number 4, Nelson, and he dribbles it out of bounds. Turnover. Ball to the Wildcats. Here's the last tip in. Look at that offensive rebound. Stellar work there by number 23 for the Wildcats, Nick Fulford. Benilde's gonna have to do a better job on the defensive glass if they're gonna have a chance to win. You don't want to give up too many offensive rebounds like that. And there is the give and go to number 23, Nick Fulford, and now he has the last 4 points for the Wildcats, and they have their first lead of the night, 6-5. Riley Miller now drives, kicks it out to Alada. Boy, they moved that ball well. There's Nick Peterson, his second three-pointer, just in and out. Thought he had it. The big clap afterwards. Then on the left side, now in the front court, driving number 3 for Waconia, hits it off the front of the rim. 3 was PJ Hayes, but the rebound goes to number 4, Sam Nelson, and he puts up another offensive rebound. That's 4 points off of offensive rebounds, and that is why Waconia is up 8-5 here with 13 minutes about to go. First half. Left side, Riley Miller. Alada on the left wing. Cutting there was number 32, Liam Ford. He was covered well. Both teams playing good defense here, and that shot by Nick Peterson spins in and out, but the rebound goes in, is good for number 23, Joe Dunn. Benilde cuts the lead to 1, 8-7. Alada comes up almost with the steal, but then he can't stop his momentum, and he just strips out of bounds. There, that rebound right there, and up and in. Oh, that was Alada, not done with that. Nice offensive rebound. So Benilde answers back with their own offensive rebound for 2 points. All right, throwing the ball in, that's Sam Nelson. Gets it to number 34 now in the game. That's Alec Olson, a 6'2 junior. Checking in. Gov within at the top of the key, spins, comes back around to Nelson. Alec Olson, Gov, fakes, drives, ball stolen nicely by Miller. Gives it up to Alada. His shot attempt comes off the board, but following very nicely for Benilde, just into the game, Carter Uphu, 6'6" senior, with the nice offensive rebound and put back for 2. And now on offensive rebounding points, they're tied at 4. And Benilde now has a 1-point lead. That's how important those offensive rebounds for points can be. And boy, Waconia answers right back. Number 23, Nick Fulford. I think he has almost all of their points tonight, so keep an eye on him, obviously. Nick Fulford, number 23, off to a great start in the scoring column. And there's Riley Miller. Nice running jump shot down the middle. Those are tough to make. He had excellent balance there. Now back on the other end, shot by number 34, Alec Olson, off the mark, whistle. Head coach for Benilde, John Moore, 74 graduate, didn't like that call. He's joking there with the ref a little bit. He's working his magic on him, trying to persuade some calls in his favor. All right, side out to Waconia. Gov there comes out. Team's tied at 11 with 11:23 to go. Ball in to number 3, PJ Hayes, being guarded closely there by number 42 now in the match for Benilde. That's Walker Johnson, 6'3" sophomore. PJ Hayes now has it, gives it up to Sam Nelson at the top of the key. He drives right, being guarded closely by Alata. Far wing there, Ryan Beam gives it up, now down. Boy, great ball movement by Waconia. They have a strong tradition in basketball out there, out west. And the drive, nice block by Alata. Rebound though, offensive rebound goes to Fulford. God, he's got to have 10 of the 13 tonight. Gosh, I should say. All right, now Riley Miller. On the left side, drives the left side, and he is fouled with the body, and he'll shoot 2. So that is the Waconia Wildcats' 3rd team foul. Benilde, by the way, has 0 team fouls. It's pretty remarkable here. Look at that, nice block by Alata. But then the rebound, nobody blocking out Fulford, and they pay the price. That's 6 points on offensive rebounds for the Wildcats tonight. That is something to keep in mind here as we go forward. Now checking in for Alata, number 24. Dylan Dries, 6'8" junior forward, checks in off the bench. Clearly the tallest man on the floor tonight. See what damage he can do. Riley Miller at the line, and he ties it. So good even game here, tied at 13, 10:43 to go. Gov in the front court, Benilde still in the man-to-man. Both teams been man-to-man, half-court defense the entire way so far. That's Gov now back in the game. He wasn't out long. Sam Nelson in, spin move, being guarded very well by Miller. Shot from the corner by Fulford, off the mark, but boy, another offensive rebound by the Wildcats. That's Gov with it now. And he'll take the 3 from outside, off the front of the rim. Rebound, Riley Miller now, brings it into the front court. Over to the right side to number 24, that's Dries, the 6'8" guy. And ball knocked out of bounds. Benilde will retain possession. No shot clock here in high school, but it doesn't seem to matter. Both teams are comfortable being very aggressive. Oh, big spin move by Dries. Gets it back out to Miller. I like that. Miller now, fake shot, comes back on the left side. Nice recognition. Boy, that was a great pass by Miller. Nicest play I've seen tonight. Bounce pass into number 42, up Hoos, and he puts it in there, in traffic too. Whoa, nice play there by Riley Miller. Miller, a senior. 15-3, 2-point lead, 9:36 to go. On the right side, number 33. Over to Gov. To the right side, Nelson. Hester within lane, no 3-second call. Got close though, I think. Hester kicks it back out to Beam. Beam is spelled B-I-E-H-M, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Gov now drives, great defense by Benilde, but also excellent patience by the Wildcats, and he is, yeah, I can hear it. He got hit on the wrist. John Moore, the head coach, he didn't like it, but I could hear the slap up here. Right there, he got him just a little bit on the wrist. So that's Benilde's first team foul. So obviously Riley Miller's first. And Gov misses the free throw. Substitutions for the Wildcats. Leaving the match is Fulford. He'll miss his scoring ability for a minute. I will see how long he's out. I bet it's not long. Also Sam Nelson out. For Benilde, sitting down is Joe Dunn, their captain, senior, 6'5", his first rest of the night. In for him is number 44. No, he was in there. Let's see if we can tell. Can't quite see who came in for. I think it might be Walker Johnson came in for Dunn. Okay, side out underneath to the Wildcats. Throwing in his Beam, gets it to Gov. Hester. 22 in the game now for the Wildcats. That was Colin Spot, 6'2" junior. 22 in the white, into the game. There's Hester, turns, shoots, scores. Wow. From about 12 feet away, right along the free throw line. Nice turn, shot, and he had that great balance We just were broadcasting the girls' match before this against Chanhassen. Girls won. That'll be on parktv.org very soon. Check it out. It was a great back and forth game. Unfortunately, the Red Knights did not come away with the victory. Now we have a whistle on the floor. And a foul coming up on the Wildcats. Number 22, Colin Spots, with the push. 4th team foul. Now, number 44 shot. 44 is Walker Johnson. Doesn't get it, but they get the rebound. And in the corner, number 42 shot. That's Walker Johnson again. Excuse me, 44 Uphoose with that first shot near the rim. Then Johnson just shot that from the corner. Side out to Waconia now. Tied at 15, coming up on the 8-minute mark. Gov now works on the screen set by Hester. Fakes the shot. Over to Gov. Drives on Miller. Kicks it out to Hayes. That's his 3rd shot from the corner tonight. He hasn't made one yet. Riley Miller now in the front court. Behind the back pass. Hits his own foot. Gov now. Turnover. Miller ahead into the front court to Hester. He gets it blocked nicely. Number 24, Dylan Dries, the 6'8 junior, gets a nice block there. Back in the front court. And there's a foul on 22. That is Colin Spots. That's his 2nd quick foul. He picks up 2 fouls as a substitute into the game. That should be the 5th. Here it is right there. Oh, yeah. All day long, that's a foul. Somersault there by number 44, Carter Uphoose. 6'6", that's some somersault. Okay, now into the match. Number 20, Tommy Crone, senior 6-foot guard, now into the match. That's Dylan Dries with it. He stops, pops, off the mark, rebound. Hayes, Gov now into the front court. Over to Hayes now. Hayes working against Peterson, drives the baseline, doesn't quite get there. Back out to Hester, his little jump shot off the mark. Rebound. Tommy Crone just into the match, gets a rebound. Nice job. Crone now at the top of the key. Over to Dries, back to Crone. He'll shoot from 3-point land, off the front of the rim. Rebound, Wildcats. Hester comes up with it. Now that is Gov into the front court. Score still tied at 15, 6:45 to go. Gov. Beam. Gov. Nice looking shot. He was balanced, went straight up. High rainbow 3-point shot there. Good. Makes it 18-15 by Gov. I believe those are his first points of the night. And we got a foul away from the action. Here's that shot. Watch this form. Boop. Nice. Beam will leave the court. PJ Hayes. No, Sam Nelson now back in, number 4. Fulford, is he back in? Yeah, he's back in too. He wasn't out long. Didn't think he would be. Okay, Gov in the front court, up 3. Coming up on 6 minutes. And we got a foul on Alada. That'll be the team's 4th. So the team fouls are starting to even out. 4 for the Red Knights, 5 for the Wildcats. Nelson throws it in to PJ Hayes. That's his 4th shot from the side there. He has not made a 1. Alada now drives, almost taken away by Gov. Done with it now, back in the game. Crone gets it over to Peterson. Peterson picks up the dribble. Crone at the top, way out. Alada. Down to the right, that's Liam Ford. Peterson, Crone, done. Looking for Alada. Ooh, Crone almost turned over there, but he caught up to it. Peterson on the right side. Oh, almost carrying. He's able to keep his hand on top of it. Kicks it out to Liam Ford, off the mark. Rebound. Hayes, Wildcats, 3-point lead. Into the front court is Hayes. Gets it down to Sam Nelson, number 4 on the corner. Gov with it. Boy, great defensive matchup here. Shot from the outside. That is Sam Nelson, and he finds Paydirt from three-point land, and now it's a 6-point lead, 4:50 to go. And yep, they're checking in on the sideline is Riley Miller, their senior guard captain. He's their leader out there. And another turnover. He'll come in for Crone. Crone played well, he had a nice rebound. Giving Riley Miller a break. Riley Miller, number 30, so he'll be guarding Gov, and now with a 6-point lead and the ball, and 4.5 minutes to go, Wildcats have the advantage. And there's a steal by Alana. Wow, what great athletic ability. Watch out. Almost gets stolen again by P.J. Hayes. Now Riley Miller, fresh into the game. See, he was off balance on that shot, and that's exactly why it didn't go in. He was just not going straight up, off balance. Got to have balance when you're shooting. Wow, what tenacious defense demonstrated there by Liam Ford. All over Sam Nelson, who scored the last basket. He doesn't want that to happen again. Great intensity. Gov drives the baseline, loses the ball, or he may have had an advantage there. Driving the lane, Hayes. And timeout now. Called by John Moore. Very animated on the sideline there, John Moore. Probably a good time for a timeout. They got the ball back. They're down by 6. Sharing some wisdom. Many, many years of coaching experience. Many successful seasons. There's some Red Knight basketball faithful. Got the Red Knight basketball t-shirts. If you're looking for information about the City of St. Louis Park government, you can like them on Facebook at facebook.com/St. Louis Park. Check out what they have to offer. Government is there to serve the citizens of St. Louis Park, and everything you want to know about your government in St. Louis Park, you can go right to that Facebook page. Okay, out of the timeout. I think John Moore just wanted to just calm him down. Let's see if we notice anything different out of the timeout. So Alana now with it. See if they got a play called. Riley Miller directing traffic, gets a lot of the left side. He's clearly their team leader out there. Miller, number 30, the point guard. Driving. Nice defense by the Wildcats. Miller now. Peterson back to Miller. Wildcats playing very good defense. Up top to number 32, Schwab. Riley Miller now on the left side. Nick Peterson coming up on 3 minutes to go here, first half. Kind of an important trip down the court for the Red Knights. They're down 6. Haven't scored in quite a while. John Moore gets off the bench now. On one hand, the Wildcats are playing great defense. On the other hand, the Red Knights are showing great patience, and we got a jump ball, possession arrow towards the Wildcats, and that brings the Wildcat bench off their seats to cheer for their team. Great defense. Wow, what great defense by number 4, Sam Nelson, blocking the baseline, forcing a lot of back in and the turnover. Gov there, I don't know if you noticed that, it was incidental, hit Liam Ford. We'll see if there's any retaliation there. Like it. I don't blame him, but it looked like it was accidental. But there, meanwhile, big 3-point shot from Sam Nelson. He's hot right now, and now it's a 9-point lead here. Wildcats are feeling it. Great bench support. Liam Ford at the top of the key. Benilde really needs to get a basket here to stop the momentum. Alana looking to the left, gets it to Uphoos, gets it out to Riley Miller, and his shot is off. He was off balance when he shot that, going towards the basket, and it was long. Now, Sam Nelson for his 3rd basket in a row. Oh, he was feeling it. Not a bad decision to shoot it when you're hot. So here's an opportunity for Benilde. Riley, and he gets the foul on the drive. Getting in his way was number 10, Ryan Beam. So that will be team foul. Are they going to call that a shooting foul? No. Side out. So 6-team foul. Benilde is in the bonus for the next 1 minute, 38 seconds of the first half. Substitution now. Liam Ford comes out. In to throw the ball in is Dylan Dries, 6'8" junior. And he comes in on the give and go from the sideline. What a nifty play that was. And that ends the scoring drought for the Red Knights with 1:28 to go. Let's see if that sparks a little bit of a run here late in the first half. Gov now with it, goes to the left side. Give and go, 2:34 for the Wildcats. That's Alec Olsen. He saves it out to Gov. Oh, wow, big push underneath. The refs didn't see it. That ball goes in on the nice touch. 10-point lead for the Wildcats. Alana now on the far wing. Gets it to Dunn. Riley Miller now. Alana. Gets it down to Aphus. Triple teamed Aphus. And they call the hold. And that will bring the Red Knights to the line for a 1-and-1. And boy, they need to make these free throws. He gets it down to Carter Aphus. And yeah, he's hammered down there. Good call by the ref. The lefties free throw goes in. They'll get a second. That was critical. They needed to get some points anywhere. Second shot rolls out. Wildcats rebound, number 34, Olsen. Gov now to Nelson. Fakes a drive, brings it back out on the right side now still. To the top of the key is Gov. Nice screen there by Fulford, and Gov takes advantage and nails the 15-foot jump shot from the right side of the free throw line extended, and it's now an 11-point lead, 24 seconds to go. Wildcats have really come on here late in the first half. Lead pass to Aphus, and he is fouled, and he will go to the line. Gov, I think the team's 7th team foul or 8th, 1-and-1 opportunity here for Aphus. He was 1 for 2 on his last trip to the free throw line just a moment ago. We have 14 seconds that you can see there. Chance to cut it to single digits, the deficit that is. Any kind of momentum the Red Knights can get going into the second half or going into halftime would be welcome. It's a nice camera angle there. There's your senior 6'6" forward at the line, number 44, Carter Aphus. The lefty misses the second one for the second time. 10-point lead, Wildcats with the ball, 10 seconds to go. Olada on Gov, way out, and he almost steals it. He actually did steal it, but he lost it. Gov takes the shot from way out, off the mark. Just missed. No foul, no whistle, so that will conclude the first half. 29-19, Wildcats have the lead. Come on back for the second half.
Introducing a breakthrough in time management technology. A whole new day of the week. It's called Someday. Ingenious. Perhaps someday you are going to go skydiving. Enter a hot dog eating contest. Maybe ride a mechanical bull. Now it's on the calendar. You may want to retire someday. Ready for that? You'll really want this. A My Social Security account at socialsecurity.gov. You can estimate your future benefits, plan for your retirement, and how to save for it. If you already receive benefits, you can manage them online. Millions of people already have a My Social Security account. In fact, someone opens one about every 6 seconds. Get yours today, because someday is here at socialsecurity.gov.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Park TV 16 On Locations broadcast of Benilde St. Margaret's boys varsity basketball. if you're just joining us, we're about to begin the second half of their home conference opener. They are hosting the Waconia Wildcats, and they are down 10. And now we're just to begin here the second half, and that is Mr. Riley Miller with the ball to start off for Benilde. They're in red, of course. They'll be going from our right to our left, and right away down below, he gets the ball to Joe Dunn, who gets fouled, and he will go to the line and shoot two. So not the best first half for the Red Knights, and let's see if halftime can settle them down. And there's a foul by Hester, number 33 for the Wildcats. That will send Dunn to the line, and his free throw attempt is good. So he cuts the lead just 13 seconds into the second half to single digits. So good, very, very first start here for Benilde. He makes the second. So just an 8-point deficit. Nice start for the Red Knights. Let's see if that spurs some momentum for him. Okay, that is Gov, Charlie Gov, number 5. He's a 5'11" senior for Waconia, and let's see, a different defense by Benilde now. They played all man-to-man in the first half, half-court man-to-man, and it didn't work out so well. But it looks like they were in a 1-3-1 trap half-court, and they got a turnover, but they turn it right back over, shooting themselves in the foot there. But playing aggressive defense out there is Alada, and he tries to get him in a trap. Yep, look at Alada's coming over, they're playing a trap. And it works. Another turnover, 2 in a row within the first 1 minute of the second half. So Riley Miller now coming up, being guarded closely by PJ Hayes. Original starting lineups for both teams now here to start the second half, and Miller goes in. What a nifty drive with the scoop shot, lays it in off the backboard and gets fouled, and he'll go to the line. Right there, Beam gets up number 10. And that's a quick timeout by Waconia. Really smart move by their head coach, Pat Hayes. Not the start they wanted to see here to begin the second half, and before things get too out of hand, Pat Hayes calls timeout. There's some fans for Benilde on their side of the court. You can see the red scarf. Enjoying the game. You can catch this broadcast and all the broadcasts by Park TV 16 Sports on location at YouTube, which is, there's the address, www.youtube.com/user/SLP Cable, St. Louis Park. You can check out all the sports broadcasts. They have several other channels. You can check out the city council meetings, symphonies in the park. And we have lots of sports coming up this week. This is our second broadcast tonight from Benilde St. Margaret's Gymnasium. Earlier, Benilde went down to the Chanhassen Storm in girls varsity basketball. Later this week, we'll be bringing you girls hockey, Benilde St. Margaret's, Thursday, 7:30. I don't think that's going to be streamed live, but if it isn't, you can see it at parktv.org or on that YouTube website. Okay, out of the break, timeout by Waconia. Trying to stop the rhythm and the momentum that Benilde has built early on here. Just 1:06 into the second half, and they can cut the lead to 5. Cut it in half in just a minute. And in and out for Riley Miller. Rebound goes to the Wildcats. Wow, that was close. Looked like the correct call there. So Benilde now full court press, so they are coming out with a defensive strategy, which is really smart. If it wasn't working, you got to change it. And Benilde is, and so far they've cut the deficit by 4 points. Wildcats have yet to score here in the second half. That's Charlie Gov up top there at the top of the key, number 5, being guarded closely by Riley Miller. 3 is PJ Hayes. Sam Nelson, number 4, to Gov. Gov now drives the lane. Miller stops him. He picks up his dribble, gives it to Sam Nelson on the left side, being guarded by Alada. That's Hayes now, drives the baseline, gives it up to Hester, gives it up to Gov. It's like a chess match out there. That's 23, Nick Fulford. He had a lot of points in the first half, and whoa, what a nifty pass on the cutting Sam Nelson. He beat his man to the basket, took the ball, and laid it in off the glass. And there, that stops the Benilde's momentum. Wildcats lead is 8, 31-23. Alada now on the left wing. Peterson. Riley Miller. Peterson screens. He gets help. The Wildcats get help on defense. They're still playing a half-court man-to-man, it looks like. They worked in the first half. Why change it? And they're playing good defense. Benilde having a hard time finding a lane to drive, and nice giving. Oh, he blew the layup. Number 23, Joe Dunn, took a beautiful pass from Riley Miller. Tried to do the reverse layup and just didn't get it high enough off the glass. Here the Wildcats, that is Fulford. His three-point attempt goes off. Riley Miller now, down the left side. He's got Peterson on his left side. He gives it up to 32 is Liam Ford. Alada now on the left side. Sam Nelson steals it. Turnover. Wildcats have it. They have the ball and the lead, and we have a whistle. Away from the ball, I believe there's going to be a foul called. Number 21. Or number, who's that on? Yeah, that's on Alada. His second personal, first team foul. Wildcats have 2 team fouls in the second half. So now Charlie Gov with it. Gives it up to Hayes, who gives it up to Nelson. 3, 4, and 5. They run the perimeter for the Wildcats. Gov now gets the baseline. Nice, nifty baseline pass to Hester. He goes up, blocked. Oh, and they call a jump foul, possession arrow to the Wildcats. They'll retain possession, however. Substitute now coming in. 23, Nick Fulford back in the match. He replaces Ben Hester, the 6'6" senior. He's getting instructed to by his coach there in the background. Play underway though. Nelson, Fulford. Cutting is 34, Alec Olson. He does a turnaround jump shot from 4 feet. Nicely done. Wildcat lead back to 10. Gov clapping. He's feeling the love there. Up 10. Riley Miller answers right back. Clutch driving layup basket. Cuts it to 8. And the shot off the rim. Block on Liam Ford for the Red Knights. Look at that, nice. Oh, just gets it to go. Well done there by Riley Miller, the senior 6'2" guard captain. At the line for the Wildcats, that's PJ Hayes. First shot, off the back, a little flat on that shot. Looks like he rushed it. There's that nice jump shot. Alec Olson. Turnaround to the tough side too. He's going against the grain of his body, turns around, nails that. Nicely done. Hayes gets that one. Better looking shot. 9-point lead now for the Wildcats. Here comes Riley Miller. Miller now drives on the left side, switches to the right and makes the layup. Gov can't believe it. Riley Miller's like, let's get it going now. Trying to lead his team on a run here. Let's see, Gov got him with the shoulder. What's he crying about? Nice job. That's 2 successive drives. Riley Miller. And that's what you need out of your point guard. He's got to be the leader out there. He's got to be a threat to shoot or drive. And he's doing a nice job trying to lead his team back. Lead now for the Wildcats is 6. In the front court, in the backcourt is Carter Uphus applying the pressure. Kind of a mismatch there. Uphus is 6'6". Gov is 5'11". Turnaround jump shot again attempted by Alec Olson. This time he doesn't get it to go. So now a chance to cut it to 4 or 3 here. Riley Miller, he's got the last 2 baskets. Finds a wide open Dunn from the top of the key. Oh, and he just a little short there off the front of the rim. Wildcats, Gov now has it. Across the timeline in the front court. Picks up his dribble. Gives it to Nelson. PJ Hayes shoots off the front of the rim. Nelson gets the rebound. Liam Ford let him get away, and then he fouled him. I don't know, let's see, Ford. So there's Ford, 32. Nelson goes right by him. Ford loses him. Needed to follow him, blocked him out, and then he fouled him. Got to keep an eye on that guy or he's going to get that offensive rebound. That will spell trouble if that continues tonight. And as a result, Liam Ford will take a break. Nelson for the Wildcats. In for Ford is Walter Johnson, number 42 for the Red Knights. Rebound, Olsen, Alec Olsen, and he misses his second consecutive shot from near range, and Riley Miller is back in the front court. Over to 44, Carter Uphoose. He finds Johnson below. He tries to get it to Dunn. Inside to Uphoose, he shoots. Misses the shot, but he draws the foul, and he'll go to the line and shoot two. 34-28, 12:24 to go. Benilde is hanging in there. Yeah, he got hammered by number 34, Alec Olsen. So that is Wildcats' fourth team foul. Second personal foul for Alec Olsen. Uphoose, the 6'6" senior, makes the free throw, cuts the lead to 5. It was 29-19 at the beginning of the second half. And, that was woefully short. Uphoose just showed a little lack of concentration, it appeared from my vantage point. Okay, now in the front court, that's number 10, Ryan Beam. Gov is on the sideline, taking a breather. So that's Nelson to number 13 in the match for the first time tonight, the 6-foot senior guard, Henry Jacobs. That guy right there hits a big three for the Wildcats to push their lead back to 8. Uphoose now goes to the rim, he's short. Gets his own rebound, shoots, scores, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot one for a 3-point play. That brings a round of applause from the home team's fans. Look at that. Just gets hit. He'll go to the line, number 44, to try to cut the lead back to 5. Look at that shot. Well balanced. Look, it goes straight up. It's all about balance in sports. There's a shot. He's not on balance. Goes out. You can see he went forward just a little bit. Got to go straight up. Beam now in the front court. PJ Hayes checks in, or will be checking in. Beam now drives the baseline. Turned away by Riley Miller. Back out on top to Sam Nelson to Beam. That's Fulford. Fulford, he almost loses it and he turns it over. And a foul on Eric Ben Hester, that is. 6'6" senior gets the foul, and so the Wildcats are getting into foul trouble here, at least on a team-wide basis. I think that's gonna be their 16th foul. It is, so now Benilde is in the bonus for the rest of the way with 11 minutes to go. They didn't get into the bonus until under 2 minutes in the first half. That is the significant difference. See how that plays come to the end. That's gonna fare well for Benilde. There's a big shot from the outside by number 42. That's Walter Johnson, but they get the rebound off the miss. Riley Miller now at the top of the key. PJ Hayes out top to guard him on the perimeter. He gives it up to Walter Johnson, who drives this time, comes in, lays it in. Nice move by Walter Johnson. Fakes the shot and drives with the left hand and changes it to the right and lays it in. And now just a 4-point lead for the Wildcats. Since the beginning of the first half, Benilde has cut the lead to 4, and now is it a turnover? Yes, Benilde has it. And they turn it over, and Riley Miller saves it, and out of bounds to the Wildcats. What a play by Riley Miller. Dylan Dries thought that Riley Miller was gonna go one way, and Riley Miller did catch up to it, pushes it ahead, and that effort paid off. Turnover to Benilde. Chance to cut it to 2 or 1 for the first time since midway through the first half. Riley Miller up top. Uphoose to set the screen. Backs off. Down to Uphoose. Puts the ball on the floor. That is trouble. You cannot do that. 6'6", got to turn and keep that ball above your head and shoot. And Riley Miller comes in and shoots it in. He's got to be getting close to his 15-point average per game. He is single-handedly leading these guys back as he should. The senior guard captain, that's his job. Benilde now just down 2, showing great resilience tonight. Charlie Gov now back in the game for the Wildcats. That's PJ Hayes. Both teams showing great poise. What a great game this is. PJ Hayes from three-point land, and he nails it. There's your answer. 5-point lead by the Wildcats, 40-35, 9:11 to go. Riley Miller with the ball, crosses the timeline, into the front court on the right side, brings it over to the left side, drives the lane, pulls up, back on top of the key, over to the right side to Johnson, back to Riley Miller. Miller now, stops, pops, shoots, scores! 2-point shot by Riley Miller, and he is on fire here in the second half. That brings Coach Pat Hayes off the bench for the Wildcats. Gov now on the top of the key to Sam Nelson, down to the right side to Hayes, to Gov, being guarded by Riley Miller. Inspired ball being played by number 30 for the Red Knights. Big shot from the outside. PJ Hayes has found his range as well in the second half, and he answers, and their lead is 6. He comes out past the half-court line. He is feeling all kinds of momentum. Hayes and Riley Miller. Miller gives it up to Johnson in the corner. Off the mark, rebound. 24 Dylan Dries, he's fouled, and he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. And this is where Benilde can start to creep back even further into the match. There's the shot by Miller. Nails it. Mid-range jumper, good. That's the word I've been using a lot tonight, balance. I heard it discussed on the national championship football game for Division I college last night on those kickers. If you were watching that football game in January of 2018, gotta be balanced when you're kicking, shooting, hitting a golf ball, hitting a tennis ball, and shooting a basketball. Oh, almost stolen there by Dries. 8 minutes to go exactly in the game. Beam looking to throw it in all the way back into their own backcourt to Gov, and he is being guarded closely. I am amazed by this matchup. Number 24, Dylan Dries, 6'8", on a 5'11" guard. How do you figure that? But he's doing a great job. A lot of height out there for Benilde right now. Beam. You would think the quickness would be their advantage, but he's out there at the top of the key trying to trap these guys. They certainly can't shoot the 3 with the 6'8" guy guarding him. There's a shot, off by Beam, rebound. Boy, that's a killer for Benilde, giving up the offensive rebound points. It happened early in the first half, 3 or 4 times in a row, and that is just a backbreaker when that happens, because you work so hard to get the miss, and then they get him a second chance, and that usually spells trouble. 45-37 now. Riley Miller on the right side. Peterson. Dries, the 6'8" forward, shoots the 3, off the mark, but they get the rebound. Riley Miller, and he's fouled by Beam. He can't believe it. Wow, what great intensity in this game by both sides. Really fun basketball to watch here. Look at the fake. I would say that he fouled him there. Well, that is the foul. There it was. He knew it. So they go to the line. It stops the clock. The last thing Waconia wants to do is foul now. They want to turn the clock into their ally, and when they're fouling, that stops the clock. That is not a good strategy. Got to exercise some discipline if you're a Wildcat player here. And if you're a Benilde fan, which most of you are probably watching this broadcast, they got to make their free throws. That's the game right here, free throws. Go all the way in. He misses that one. Boy, they got to take advantage of those opportunities, but they get the rebound. Good karma there for Benilde. Miller with it. I doubt he'll be out for the rest of the game. Walter Johnson on the right side. Back to Miller. It's his game, boy. Walter Johnson drives, kicks it out to Dries, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line. Stops the clock, but they've got to make these free throws. They've got to shoot at least 80 to 90% to get back into this game. Yeah, unnecessary foul there by Hayes. Boy, Benilde only has 3 team fouls. There's Gov. Waconia 6-3 coming in tonight's match. Benilde 5-4. West Metro, or Metro West Conference rivalry matchup here. Nice shot there from the free throw line by Walter Johnson, the 6'3" sophomore guard, for his second. That's 2 of 4 over their last 4 free throws. That's 50%. That's not going to cut it for Benilde. They got to get that free throw shooting percentage up. They've got to make almost every one of them now for the rest of the match if they want to have a chance to win it. There, that turnover, that'll help as well. Riley Miller. Oh, what a great bounce pass, and oh my goodness. Carter Uphoose unfortunately couldn't finish it. What a beautiful pass there by Carter Miller. What are you gonna do? Long three-range, three-point shot by Fulford, off the mark. Benilde still has chances, and Riley Miller takes the shot, and way off balance, off the mark, and foul on the Wildcats. But right now, that's not a bad strategy if they're Wildcats. If Benilde's only gonna make 50%, that shot's off the mark, and boy, I don't know, it looked like he got all ball. Yeah, so did PJ Hayes. So timeout on the court with 5:47 to go. This game's still hanging in the balance. There's Benilde's bench. John Moore, the coach there in the sport coat, talking it over with his assistants. Now he'll address his team. He's just got to tell them, let's make those free throws, guys. Let's do that, and we'll be okay. So here is the upcoming schedule for the Red Knights of Benilde St. Margaret's. Right now, it's January 9th, 2018. You can see Waconia. Then they're at Delano, then Minneapolis Washburn at home, Bloomington Kennedy, then at Robbinsdale Cooper, at Chaska, then they host the Jaguars of Bloomington Jefferson, and then on January 30th, they're at St. Louis Park for the big Highway 100 rivalry, as I like to call it. Always a fun matchup. So there's the buzzer. Both teams taking their time coming out of the break. Benilde will break first. Wildcats still talking it over. Benilde will be at the line. Down 6 now. The last 4 free throws, as I mentioned earlier, 50%. So they've got to make both of these here. They really got to make them all. Okay, Carter Uphoose. Oh, not a good looking shot, but it went in. We're results oriented. Just score, baby, is the mantra. All right, second, that's also flat off the back. Rebound though. Oh yeah, that's a nice offensive rebound. And well played by Riley Miller to let that ball go back into the back corner. If he had touched it and then recovered it in the back corner, it would have been an over and back turnover. Very, very smart heads-up play. Now, down to Uphoose. Boy, he's got his shot is really flat, but he draws the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. But again, they are 3 for 6 out of their last 6 free throws. He's a load down there, and boy, that was a touch foul. Late call by the referee, too. So, Uphoose now. Yeah, he's made 1 of 3. If he'd made those other 2, they'd be within 2, and then they missed 2 others, they'd be tied. Oh, he gets that one to go. So, hey, 50%, they're only down 4, so nothing hurt. Plenty of time now. And Riley Miller is in the backcourt, putting pressure on Charlie Gov. What a intense competition between these 2 teams. And Riley Miller gets the steal. He's got a lot on the left side. He gets them down below, and he gives it up to Uphoose, who almost dunks it, and he puts it in. Wow, now they're just down 2, 5:08 to go. Riley Miller has come to play here in the second half. He's putting pressure on the point guard for the Wildcats. single-handedly, Riley Miller has willed this team back in the second half. And there, he inspires another steal, this time by number 32, Liam Ford, and then he gets fouled, and he'll go to the line, and the clock stops. This is exactly what Benilde wanted to have happen. Boy, they execute these free throws, they should win. Look at that, nice, beautiful play there. Liam Ford. Off the mark. Boy, those free throws. Coach John Moore, it's got to be driving him crazy. Timeout again. Taken by the Wildcats. 30-second timeout. 4:53 to go. This game is tightening up. There's John Moore. Hey, they're playing a great second half. They just got to make their free throws. They'll be just fine. Okay, there's our website, parktv.org. You can check out all the stations. There's 859 on Comcast, 14, 8114 and 8614 on educational TV. We have community TV on channel 15 and 96. And then, of course, we're Park TV 16 on Location Sports. All your sports action in St. Louis Park, Benilde St. Margaret's, St. Louis Park High School, and Groves Academy. Bring you action all school year long. Okay, back on the court here at the line, Liam Ford. Drills that one. God, they are exactly 50%. Oh, and a foul on Benilde. Pulled by a lot of, but nothing, no harm there. Boy, Benilde only has 3 team fouls with 4:53 to go. They're just down 1. They could just up their free throw percentage from 50% to 75%. 7 out of 10. They'd have the lead right now. All right, Gov now being pressured in the backcourt by Alana. 10 team fouls for the Wildcats, only 4 for the Red Knights. Gov now gives it up to Olsen, and he is fouled as he goes toward the hoop. Nice strong move there by Alec Olsen, the 6'2 junior right here. Takes the pass from Gov, and oh yeah, Carter Uphoose clearly got him for his second personal, team 5th. Alec Olsen, number 34 for the Wildcats, will shoot 2, and he gets the first one. It's been a few minutes since the Wildcats scored a point. That's got to feel good to get 1 point there. Shot. Oh, that is short. Rebound. Red Knights. Nick Peterson, nice job rebounding. And now we've got Riley Miller, drives on Gov to the right side, spins around, gets it to Uphoose. Back to Miller. Miller now being guarded by Gov, behind the back dribble, drives right, stops, pops, shoots, off the line, off the rim I should say. Rebound, Wildcats, Gov now. No pressure by by Riley Miller. Gov now in the front court as we approach 4 minutes to go in the match. 2-point lead by the Wildcats. This game is going to come down to the wire for sure. Alec Olsen drives the baseline, picks up his dribble, finds nicely Nick Fulford. How did he find him? He was dead to rights underneath the basket, and Fulford got loose. Nice timeout taken there by John Moore. He can't let that happen. I don't know how Fulford got so wide open underneath like that. But the Wildcats took advantage. Let's see, there he is, and he just gets right there, and what beautiful reflexes by number 34. Alec Olsen finding Fulford, and they reopen their lead to 4 with 3:43 to go. Benilde will have 3 timeouts left after this one. The Wildcats just 2. Benilde still in the bonus. They've missed 5 out of 10 free throws in the last few minutes. If they could have even half of those back, they'd be tied or close to it. There's some Red Knight fans. That must be the new jersey this year. They look great. Kind of look like the Wolves motif, those lines across the Red Knight basketball lettering. T-Wolves have that same type of new look on their uniforms. Some more Benilde fans taking in the really, really entertaining basketball here tonight. We had the girls playing the Chanhassen Storm earlier. Very exciting match. You can find that at parktv.org and on YouTube. Whenever you want. Okay, inbounds for the Red Knights. That is Peterson. Gives it up to Johnson. Now back on the top of the key to Riley Miller. He's their quarterback. Beam almost takes it from him. Oh, Walter Johnson from outside, and he nails the three. Cuts the lead to 1 with 3:25 to go. Wow. Clutch shot there by Walter Johnson. He hasn't been as accurate from the side corner on the far side, so maybe he just needs to shoot him from the near side. Going forward, Olsen now, Gov, 3 minutes to go, 1 point lead. Gov now, being guarded by Peterson, gets it to Fulford, he'll take the three and he nails it. Wow, what an answer. Beautiful looking shot, well balanced, went straight up, nailed it. That was pretty to watch. Okay, Riley Miller working on Gov. Boy, he's a great ball handler out there. Nick Peterson, oh, he had down low, done. He had Fulforth on his hip. Missed opportunity for the Red Knights. Here's Nick Peterson. Back to Miller. Riley Peterson. Riley Miller misses, and he was off balance on that shot. He's mad at himself. There is Gov now, and now we're at 2 minutes as he crosses the timeline. Stream. Beam now has it for the Wildcats. Both coaches off their benches, yelling out instructions. Almost stolen by Miller, and the drive by Alec Olsen, fouled by Peterson, and he'll go to the line. That being Alec Olsen, the junior 6'2" forward. With 1:50 to go. Nursing a 4-point lead. He'll shoot 2, I believe. That was a shooting foul. And he makes the free throw. That's the story of the second half here, is Benilde's 50% free throw efficiency rate is not good enough. Yet they're still in it. They're gonna have to find other ways to win other than at the free throw line. It's kept them in it, but 50% free throw shooting percentage, that's tough. All right, here comes Riley Miller now with it. Clock is not, boy, the clock didn't start for about the first 4 seconds of play, so Benilde has a few more extra seconds, but that's okay. That's home court advantage. Riley Miller. Over to Dunn. Dunn back to Miller at the top of the key. Being guarded by Gov of the Wildcats. He drives and he's fouled away from the basket. Or was that a timeout taken? Timeout, John Moore. No foul call. So, timeout. So that'll bring Benilde's timeouts down to 2. They have 6 team fouls now. So both teams in the bonus. Just a minute and 30 to go though for Benilde. Really wise timeout by John Moore. They are at crunch time. They gotta find a way to get 6 points and tie it up. Tough deal, not making those free throws. I keep harping on it, but most games come down to free throws in basketball. There's our Facebook page for the City of St. Louis Park. Check it out. They have photos, reviews, events, community page. Great suburb, St. Louis Park. Lots to offer here. Parks, schools, park TV stations, studio shows. Good stuff. Great town, St. Louis Park. Okay, out of the timeout. Wildcats break huddle first. Benilde talking about it. Let's see what they got coming out of the timeout here. All right, inbound by Dunn. Now he gets to Johnson, back out to Dunn, then to Riley Miller. Beam guarding him, number 10. Full forward, helping out. Oh, and the bounce pass intended for Uphus is stolen by full forward. Riley Miller fouls him immediately, which is the right thing to do given those circumstances, to send him to the line, stops the clock, chance to get the ball back. That's 17 foul on Benilde. So now the 1-1 goes to Waconia, and I just think Benilde is going to run out of time. Fulford makes it. He's a very good shooter for those Waconia Wildcats. Yeah, averaging 14.4 points a game. And he misses the second. 7-point lead. That's a 3-possession game, though. He needed to make that one, which has made it a 3-possession game. Oh, nice rebound by Uphus. He didn't bring the ball down to the floor, but he couldn't make the rebound shot. That's a killer on that offensive rebound. Ball just not dropping for Benilde here late. And a foul by Johnson on Beam. He'll go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1 with 57.4 seconds to go. Beam makes it. A lot of checks in for the Red Knights. Out comes Dunn. Beam will get another shot. 8-point lead. 9 if he makes it, and it goes in. Wasn't a great shot, but great touch because it went straight up and in. So that means it's a good shot. All the ones that go in are good, aren't they? All right, on the right side, Walter Johnson for three-point landing, nails it. Wow. Now it's a 2-possession game. 56-50 on Walter Johnson's clutch 3 from the right wing. 45-degree angle shot. Look at it. Nice camera angle, Park TV. Nice job. John Moore now working the ref. Not sure what he's talking about. He's looking at the clock, talking to the ref. I really need to take a lip reading class. I can tell you all about it, but right now I do not have that skill. Trying to see what they're talking about. So both teams in the bonus. Wildcats will have a side out. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. Possession arrow favors Benilde. So they've got a few things going for them when they come out of the break here. But the bottom line is they got to get a turnover, and they got to find a way to scrape up 6 points without giving up any. That's really what it's going to come down to here. They can get to the line, that would be ideal as long as they can make them. That's been their Achilles heel here in the second half, missed free throws. There you can see the home crowd. Some of those state champion banners over on the far side for dance team, girls soccer, football, girls soccer, dance team. Lots of trophies in this school. All right, we come out of the break. What do we got? Okay, Wildcats full court press. That's what the timeout was for, and a quick foul by Alana, but that's what he needed to do. Well done. Just a second or two off the clock, 45.7. Wildcats will go to the line. If they make their free throws, they're gonna win. So let's see if Gov, the 5'11" senior guard, he's their leader, at least at the point position. Lefty trying to ice this game, and boy, ice in his veins. He coolly nails that first one, and he'll get a second. So now it's a 3-possession game. And he gets it down to go. 8-point lead. Benilde needs to shoot quickly and score. Riley Miller, Johnson, who just made a 3, drives, and they call the charge. Alec Olson apparently got position. Have to see the replay, but Waconia fans are excited. They can sense victory, and we got a foul right away before the ball was thrown in, so that's the most efficient use of time for Benilde. Well done there. Foul will be on number 42, Walter Johnson for Benilde. So they'll come all the way down to the other end of the court, and PJ Hayes, the 6'4" sophomore guard, will shoot a 1-and-1. And 9-point lead. Chance to make it 10, which is what it was at the end of the first half. And he gets it to go. 10-point lead, 36.8 seconds to go. Riley Miller in the front court. Drives the lane, kicks it out. Liam Ford's shot off the mark. Rebound Wildcats, and timeout on Wildcats. Benilde was trying to get a call that number 4 Sam Nelson may have stepped out of bounds, but the referee says that he got the timeout first. Let's see here. Oh, maybe a walk. No, he didn't step out of bounds. He got the timeout before he stepped out of bounds. Yep, he did. Well played there by number 4, Sam Nelson, the junior 6'3" guard. Here's an assistant coach coming out to talk to one of the refs. But with 22 seconds to go, it's not looking good for our Red Knights. If this score holds up, Waconia will go to 7-3. Benilde will fall to 5-5. And there is the foul by Miller on Beam. He'll go to the line. Coming up for Benilde, their next match is this Thursday at Delano, 7 o'clock. Then they play right away again this weekend, Saturday, home here on their campus at 5 o'clock against Minneapolis Washburn, as Beam makes the first of the 1-and-1 and pushes the lead to their largest at 11 for the Wildcats. Then they got Bloomington Kennedy at home a week from tonight. So 2 out of the next 3 games are at home, and let's see if the Benilde Red Knights can get above 500 once again. So Beam makes his second, 62-50. And the Wildcats were just too much tonight for the Red Knights. The free throws, missed free throws hurt them tremendously. They were 5 for 10 coming down the stretch, and had they made those, they would have had a lead that could have changed the complexion and how this game turned out. But that'll do it. And there's your final buzzer, final score. Waconia Wildcats win their first conference road game at Benilde. Benilde lose their first conference home game. They go to 5-5. The Wildcats go to 7-3. 62-50 is your final. So for Paul Broden and everyone connected with Park TV 16 Sports on Location, I'm Robert Christensen. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again.